Hello, welcome everybody to today's session. Today we're on the 15th week, receiving guidance for wise activity. Please sit in a comfortable position with your legs crossed, clasp your fingers into fingers, gently close your eyes, and if you're wearing glasses, please remove them. And please try and stay in the present moment and don't worry about the past or the future. We'll take 3 nice deep breaths and then we'll start today's chapter. Thank you. '15th week, receiving guidance for wise activity. You have arrived. Now you are ready to break out of the womb of this course. You are ready to use all the techniques you've developed. No longer need you worry about what is the wisest course of action. You know because you are unified with your all-knowing intelligence, and you can find out anything for the asking. No longer need you experience loneliness or lack of love. You are unified with your love and attract it to flow through you. No longer need you experience pain. You are unified with your perfection and can correct any thinking that brings the experience of pain. No longer need you experience anything but God's qualities. Actually, you never needed to. However, you were buried in a vicious circle of negative individual thoughts that perpetuated experiences of pain, lack, fear, and failure. This is not to say that all your days from now on will be the experience only of God's bliss. It is just that no longer need it be anything else. The techniques that have work in direct proportion to your doing them regularly and carefully, they do work. For a while you may need to deal with these stubborn thoughts that are out of sync with God's thought that created you. Until they are neutralized and released, they may continue to manifest experiences. Don't let that impede your diligence. Those thoughts may even set up counter thoughts that this course is silly or a waste or ineffective or even evil. Those thoughts appear almost to have a life of their own, and now they're doing everything they can to save their lives. Just observe that process, but don't buy into the negativity. Practice these techniques with innocence, knowing where they'll take you. Your quiet periods now are free for you to receive whatever guidance you want. Your higher self is yours. It is you. Your whole self is now available for any help you need in fulfilling your purpose in life. That is the key now to all your communication with your higher self, fulfilling your purpose in life. That is really all you are interested in. If you think about it, what is your purpose in life? First, your highest purpose is to return to being unified. Return to the state of knowing who and what you are in truth, and return to the experiences of God's qualities. That is your primary purpose, and for that your higher self has always prodded and guided you. It stands ready now to communicate anything you want to know for that return. Information will be fed to you during your daily quiet periods. Questions on your highest activity will always be answered by either using the yes or no signals or by direct communication. You also have a secondary purpose, and for everyone it is different. That is your daily activity concerned with living. Some call it dharma. It is any activity that makes it easiest for you to realize your primary purpose. Your work, your love life, your recreation, your studies, and your hobbies are all for the purpose of returning you to being unified. On these activities, your higher self is also eager to guide and complete your knowledge. Today and in your quiet periods from now on, you are to have two sections. First, just be receptive. Receive any knowledge that is wise for you to have will come at that time. Second, you may ask for guidance on any subject, but for each subject, always begin with, is it in my highest and wisest interests to ask about, and then the subject. If the answer is no, you may want to find out why. Maybe it is because you already know the answer. Maybe it is something you need to work out further without any additional knowledge. Possibly it is simply an illusion you're dealing with. Explaining a no can be very enlightening. If the answer is yes, find out if your higher self wants to communicate the answer directly to you, or whether you should ask more yes or no questions. Usually your higher self will let you determine which route you want to take. Always preface each substantive question with, is it in my highest and wisest interest to, and state your desire or possible course of action. If your answer to a question seems strange, check to see if your aura has an uninvited influence. That always clouds your answers, which may be hard to perceive or may be downright wrong. If your answer to a question is no, it may mean no, it isn't wise for you to have an answer to that particular question. That is an untrue no. To find out, ask, is that a true no? Remember also that your questions are taken literally. What you say must be what you mean. Carefully choose your words. Always think about any double meaning you might accidentally be putting into your sentence structure. When you ask about the highest and wisest course of action, know that a yes may not preclude the exact opposite action. It can be in your highest and wisest interests to change jobs. At the same time, it might be in your highest and wisest interests not to change jobs. You will not receive an answer to which is the highest and wisest. You will only be guided within a broad framework because you always have a wide range of choices, and any of which could be perfect for you. Your free will is not tampered with. This is because at this delicate stage, while you think of your higher self as separate, you must keep exercising that free will. Your higher self will not allow your free will to become dormant. There are any number of spirits that would love to usurp your free will and take over every aspect of your life. That's why you must always use the safeguards during your quiet period. These quiet periods are the key to using your creating formula. You may now use the formula for any desire provided. 1. Your higher self has confirmed during a quiet period that the desire is in your highest and wisest interests. And 2. Your higher self has revealed the thoughts you have that stand in the way of that desire. If you have any doubts or questions about the creating formula, clear them up with your higher self during a quiet period. Know that once you've said the formula, it starts to manifest. Almighty Nature has started to muster all its forces to bring the experience you desire and believe will happen. Continue, however, to fuel the manifestation daily with creating formulas until your experience comes true, comes about. Sometimes those nasty individual thoughts are stubborn and need to be burned off more gradually. After all, you've had thoughts of lack of money or lack of love or poor health or whatever for a long time. These thoughts need to be changed. Each time you say the creating formula and deal with them, you are closer to getting the experience. Something happens each time. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Babaji. Thank you, Monica G. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Meena ji, for reading. Thank you very much. Masters, those who joined lately, please sit in a comfortable posture Cross your legs, clasp your fingers into fingers, and gently close your eye. And forget about the things happened before this session. Be present here mentally, physically, and emotionally. Just focus on your each inhale and exhale right now. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And with each inhale and exhale, your body is becoming more lighter and relaxed, head to toe. Today is the last day of this chapter practice. So bring your attention towards the center of your chest where we have our heart chakra. And when you're breathing, expand your chest as you are opening your heart chakra wider. And now, connect with your highest self. And with each inhale, as you're opening your heart chakra, you're feeling that oneness with your own higher self. And with each inhale and exhale, just observe how your body is reacting. Your perfect image of God. And feel that divine presence within your body right now with each inhale and exhale. Completely surrender yourself to your higher self and just focus on your breath. This week, this chapter opened a new wisdom for all of us. So far, we use so many techniques in past few weeks, and right now we are in the middle of this book. Next week, from tomorrow onwards, we are going to start our revision for the half part we already finished. So well done for that. And now you all know the techniques to communicate with your higher self. The only thing where your focus needs to be is, am I doing the right thing at right time? Your perfect image of God. How you can become perfect image of God when you're sometime not in alignment with your higher self, and you manifest the things intentionally or unintentionally for your own benefit. We are doing unified course. We don't have to manipulate anyone. We don't have to trigger anyone. Even you don't have to trigger your own self. Don't manipulate your own energy for the sake of your own personal growth. When we use word surrender. Surrender means unknown path. The unknown path where I'm not interfering in anyone's free will. I'm walking with my higher self. Walking with higher self means when you have that qualities of God's within you, how can someone else will feel the presence of God in you if you are not acting that way? You're not taking action which are in alignment with your personal life. How can I receive the wise guidance from my higher self? When we serve others without interfering in their free will. You made that choice, but maybe the person in front of you won't like to go with your choice. And we are already in the middle of finishing this book, half part. And in this part, Babaji beautifully explained you can manifest anything. You are your own barrier. When you are not giving freedom to someone else, do you receive the same freedom? You're bounding yourself. Unnecessary. So many times we don't know what type of action I have to take in my life. And never ever get influenced by other people. Asking for advice is good, but we all have different mindset, different perspective of seeing things, different way of dealing with the things. For example, in mathematics, we use different formulas to solve the same equation. And all the time, the methods are the different, but the result is the same. The same way in our life, if one thing doesn't work for me properly, I learn that lesson. I have to make the notes what mistakes I did in the past. Now, in your present moment, you will realize what kind of mistakes you did, knowingly or unknowingly. Sometimes we give so too much, then we later on say that person won't respect me, support me anymore. But who told you to go beyond? You are the one who was interfering in that person's free will. Now, here, no one is wrong. The choices we made in the past were wrong decisions. And right now, what we have to do is don't repeat the history again. Your past is a lesson for you for your future. Now, just look deeply and from your past experience, go deeply to find out the exact reason behind it. Sometimes we overanalyze things, sometimes we overthink things, sometimes we get influenced by other people. Sometimes it is my behavior or my high expectations. So next time, for your personal growth also, unify with God's quality first. And when you unify with the God qualities, you become balanced. You're not out of balance like you were in the past because acceptance was missing. We deny, no, no, I never did this. Nah, it's not me. Nah, nah, I can't do this. Nah. But the moment I accept, yes, I did it, but sometimes maybe that is not your intention, out of love or out of fear or whatever the situation is. But right now you have the choices. So what kind of choices we will make for our future? It could be in any field, in your personal life, your professional life. What doesn't work, we don't have to focus on that, but during that course, what was the main problem? Now you know the problem. You start working on yourself. First, work on yourself before taking the next step. And talk to your own self. We go and ask people outside. What happened is, I share it with a bunch of people. For example, I share my story with 5 different people. These 5 people, different people born in different environment, having different mindset. So I got 5 different alternatives for myself. And now, because of the basis of these 5 individuals' personal experience, my mind is in now 5 different directions. I don't know which one is right. Some people, they never try those things, but they are very good in giving you advice. Go and do this. So the first wise activity is I have to go and ask a experienced person, the person who is experienced in that particular field, right? And that person needs to be trustworthy also. Neutral means like free will, non-judgmental, who will not judge you why you are asking this question. First, we can do that. Second is the same experienced person, our higher self, our astral masters, Mahavtar Babaji. You can ask him for the guidance. You know the techniques of yes and no answers. When something went right, we won't say thanks to the person because of whom I achieve it. But if something went wrong, whole life you will blame that person. Because of this person, this thing happened to me. And Babaji is saying, you don't need to worry about anyone. You don't need to ask anyone. That way you will never feel confident. You will always looking for someone to guide you, to teach you, to lead your way. I am not saying we don't need that type of people. We need. But sit down with yourself, communicate with your higher self, your higher self. You know better yourself than anyone else. I know what I need from my life. I don't need someone else's advice to tell me you have to dress up like this, you have to talk like this. Think before asking for anything. And never repeat the history. Your last mistake is your last mistake. I'm telling you means about the things you like. For a long time you were in a working condition where you were not happy, but you're still continuing because um, that is your comfort zone. In that scenario, maybe you are under fear, or you are now used to with these things that it won't affect you anymore, and there is no promotion, no improvement in that thing. And now your mindset is you are settled for that job. That's your comfort zone. But now here we have to reverse our thinking other way around. Now start questioning yourself. For example, you are working in that place from last 5 years. In these last 5 years, where you are seeing yourself right now in this moment, are you the same person who started the job first day? Means your designation, everything is the similar. I'm just giving example, don't take it personally, yes. And now you realize you have too much potential. Yes, I never think that way. My wages are same, everything is same. There is no personal growth, no professional growth. Now here you need to change your mindset. Maybe you are not the right person for this job. Maybe the business is the right decision for you, but that first step is very hard for you. You all know my journey, the things I've been through my life. I never gave up, but for me, I'm always ready to learn something new. When we stop learning new things, we stop our growth. Be mindful, be open about your feelings, be open about your ideas, be open about appreciating yourself. You know yourself better than others. Look at your childhood. You might be the person who was scoring high in the school, getting trophies in the school, performing well in the school. But right now, you are not feeling same way. You are not feeling motivated. you're not feeling confident enough. But when we forget about all these things, when I have confidence in myself, yes, Babaji mentioned clearly, every day is not the blissful day. If I won't fall, how can I stand? And if we always eat sugar, we after a period of time we don't like it anymore. So this sugar and salt, we need both. So you need to think deeply what you want from your life and change your perspective. Allow your inner child to again motivate you, guide you. Everything is possible. Your last mistake was your last mistakes. It's okay. You all know I did two blunder mistakes. And thanks to those mistakes, because of them, I am here today. And we all do mistakes. I accept my mistake. I accept myself as it is. And now I'm in a complete surrender. I'm receiving guidance from my higher self. This is my soul path. And it is completely different from my education, from my field. And I enjoy this more than my job. So we all have that inner calling, that passion about something. Follow your passion with full dedication, with full surrender. We just need that first step. Everything is possible. You know, you all are perfect image of God. God is all-knowing intelligence. You have that wisdom within you. The moment you born, you came with this divine knowledge. You just need to decode yourself again. Never underestimate yourself. And never forget to focus more on yourself, more on your happiness, more about the things which make sense. No illusion. The choices you are making, what kind of choices you are making in your life. For example, I'm vegetarian, but in the past I was eating non-veg. In the past, that was my priority. But right now, I don't like to even look towards it. With time, we all change, we all grow. But I have to commit to my own self that yes, I am ready. Always motivates yourself. You are always standing for yourself. No one else is standing for you. You are your own supporter. No one supports you until and unless you support yourself. Change your mindset. Even God make four directions: north, east, west, south. Create four solutions for everything. Life is not one way, it's two way. And if you want to live it two-way, what you have to do, think. Life is not one way, life is two-way. Life is two-way because when I surrender and I allow myself, like, okay, I can change myself any moment. In the past, whatever seems like impossible, it is possible for me. That self-motivation we always need. And Babaji beautifully said, close your aura. Don't allow anyone else or any energies to manipulate your energy or to trigger you. And let's close our aura. I close my aura to all except my higher self. I close my aura to all except my higher self. To all uninvited influences in my aura, I send love and light. You are each whole and healed. You are each created as love and light, and you are still love and light. You each feel no pain now, and you are not afraid. You each have a perfect place to go, and I ask my higher self to take you there now. Each of you go in peace. I'm going to repeat it once again. I close my aura to all except my higher self. To all uninvited influences in my aura, I send love and light. You are each whole and healed. You are each created as love and light, and you are still love and light. You each feel no pain now, and you are not afraid. You each have a perfect place to go, and I ask my higher self to take you there now. Each of you go in peace. My dear higher self, please give me your signal now. We will receive 3 signals, but all 3 signals are same. My dear higher self, please give me your signal right now. Third and last time. My dear higher self, please give me your signal right now. If you receive the signal, it's good, masters. Otherwise, try this practice later on. And now, whatever is your heart's deepest desire, which is for your highest and wisest good, you can ask your higher self about it, that your higher self will give you signal, yes or no. Be fearless. God is love and light. So am I. I'm